just to expand more really on relating as no one. It's something that's interesting to explore, interesting to look at, because it can come across as silly if you go around saying that there is no one here, this is just happening. You can't have this difference. There can't be a difference because everything is consciousness. And if everything is consciousness, then you can't distinguish one aspect from another. You can distinguish qualities. You can distinguish a formless quality of consciousness from a form that appears. And when you do that, you realize then that the formless quality of consciousness is the experience of the form that appears in it. This means that the form that appears in it is not separate from you being the witness. And the witness, which is not here, is appearing here as the object. So there comes a point where you stop saying, there is no one here, this is just happening. Because that is level one. That is where you learn to distinguish from the formless consciousness and the objective consciousness. Once you've done that, then instead of relating from your thoughts and emotions, contracting over the body, which occurs as a result of identifying with the body in the first place, we then become the body's self-contraction, the mental and emotional claimership of the body. Instead of relating that way, one can now relate as this knowing, this knowingness, unqualified beingness. And as that, you can see that that actually comes first. And as that, whatever you see is just an extension of that formless consciousness. And what you see as a pattern may not match you as a formless consciousness. It may be pulling you into this self-contraction of claiming the experience of the body, which is an erroneous pattern. It's contraction. But these contractions start to undo when you just simply remain observing them, allowing tensions to dissipate. It allows then the form to start relating to this unqualified consciousness being the root experience. There's more, but that's just one angle of looking at relating as no one. When you start to relate as no one, it's simply your deepest knowing before any form arises. And whatever form arises doesn't qualify or it doesn't qualify, add or take away from what is non-subjective, pure consciousness. And it's good in the practical sense. You're able to be what you are and allow who you are to occur, and allow who you are to what's the word, amend. If it is pulling you into a compulsion, a mental emotional compulsion, allow it to amend just through observation, through meditation, or through the intuitive means of just being, really. So this all sounds difficult. I know I come across as quite hard to understand. That's fine. If you can understand it, that's great. If not, just try. Not to worry.